today's episode, I am going to be talking about you mapping out your day and how to handle your to-do lists. So why not go to Amazon and type in the ultimate dance business planner. Those of you that are watching on video, you can see, hang on, if I hold up, here we go. You can see the planner here in my hand, which is a planner that I designed especially for you dance bosses. And it has everything you could possibly want. It's your desktop buddy. It's available on Amazon. You just need to, you could either type in Deborah Laws as an author, or you can just type in the name of the book, The Ultimate Dance Business Planner. And not only will you get prompts and tips and inspirational daily quotes to help you stay focused in your dance business, but you're also going to have places where you can map out the special bits of time that you get to focus on your scores so that they can really start to make a difference. And if you love the planner, you're going to love the matching notebooks as well. Hey everybody, how are you all doing on this beautiful, beautiful day? What a day to be alive. How is your mindset going today? What are we thinking about what we're going to achieve? What have you got on your list of things to achieve today? Are you feeling focused? Do you have a plan of action? Have you got a strategy? How about a lovely long to-do list? Yeah, I bet you've got one of those. But of course, having a great big long to-do list and no real idea what order to do things in often means that what we do is we work on the things that we quite enjoy, or the easy things that mean we can tick things off nice and quickly, and we tend not to tackle the jobs that are a bit more icky, like those ones where it's going to take us ages and we don't really love doing that task. Or maybe it's a job that you know you're not that great at, so you don't go into it with a very good energy. It might be something that you don't know how to do at all, and you know you're going to have to sit down and do a bunch of research and learn how to do it. So if you're anything like me, or I maybe like I used to be, I'm not quite so bad now. What I would do is I would sit down and I'd create my to-do list in the morning before I got started. And then I'd go, right, I'm just going to do those things and get those things ticked off. And then if I've got time, I'll tackle the other bigger things. And you know, what happens? We all know, don't we? We get all those little things done. Then an email comes through, then a parent rings us, then a teacher walks in and wants to talk to you about her trip to Cornwall at the weekend. And before we know it, the day has gone and you've actually not tackled any of the big things. Now, I've often talked about these things. It's talked about a lot in business. We call these the frog. They say, eat the frog. And the frog is those big icky tasks that we put off. And the thing is, they're often not super urgent tasks because, strangely enough, the frog manages to jump from one day to the next. And before you know it, he's still on your to-do list 3 months down the line. So I wonder what your frogs are. Mine's always around accounts. I'm sorry, I have the world's best accountant. She's actually a really good friend of mine, but she's my frog. I'm so sorry if you're listening. How about you? What are your frogs? What is it that you just don't really love doing all that much? And I suppose where I'm going with this today is I want you to think about whether or not you can kind of delegate some of your frogs. Maybe you've got somebody that actually is a lot better at that frog task than you are. You know, you may not be all that great at social media, for example, because you don't really understand it. You don't really do it for yourself in your personal life. And it takes you ages to work out what hashtags to use and how you go about scheduling something. But it may well be that you've got a member of your team, or maybe your admin lady, or maybe you wear all the hats. You don't have anyone that works for you, but perhaps you've got, you know, a neighbor's teenage son, or maybe you've got a niece or a nephew, you know, somebody that actually is really good at that stuff. Like they are all over it. They use it all the time, and they would be able to go in and create a bunch of posts for you, like 20 minutes, job done. Think about how much that's likely to cost you to get that job done in 20 minutes by someone that's better at it than you are, probably going to do a better job as well as doing it a lot faster. How much would that cost compared to how much cost would be involved if you did it? And I'm talking about in terms of your time. Obviously, financially, you're probably not going to pay yourself for that time. But time is money, as they say. If you've spent 2.5 hours doing something that you could pay somebody a few pounds to do in 20 minutes, is that really a good use of your time? Are you looking to get precious time back in your life so you can make more time doing the things you love? DanceBiz is a class management and booking software from the lovely folk at Think Smart that will automate and streamline all your dance school admin. It's the perfect tool for all those tasks that just seem to take so long and will help you to work smarter, not harder. Message me today, folks, and I can give you a code so you can get 2 months free. And here's the thing, we have in our business what we call £10 tasks, like £50 tasks and £100 tasks. Or for some entrepreneurs, they're like £1,000 tasks, £10,000 tasks and £100,000 tasks. Like, it's all relevant to the size of your business. But the £10 tasks are the jobs that you could pay somebody else to do, because with the right little bit of training and the right understanding and the know-how, like, they could do those jobs. Anybody could do those jobs. Absolutely anybody, if you just showed them how you want it to be done. And then you have the £50 tasks, and these are much more about the things that need you to really be a part of that task. Maybe you need to be able to make some decisions. Maybe they're tasks that are things like, how much we're going to spend on our Facebook ads, and which pictures are we going to use, and what's the class that you're wanting to advertise. Like, this is going to involve you to a certain degree, and there are slightly more kind of like high level tasks in your business. And it might be that you have to pay somebody that has an expertise in this area to do some of these things for you. But then we have the £100 tasks. Now, these are tasks that you probably can't delegate at all, not even if you spend £1,000, because these are the things in your business that have to come from your heart. They have to come from your purpose. They're the things that only the business owner and creator can do, the things that the visionary can do. And they're what I call the queen bee tasks. They're the things that, really map out what your business is going to look like or feel like, or where you want to take it. They're the strategies, the planning, the goal setting. These are the tasks that you should be spending your time in if you are the studio owner. All the other tasks eventually, if not today, but eventually, can be outsourced and done by somebody else. So going back to our frog and what we were talking about a little bit earlier, are some of those frogs or some of your daily to-do tasks things that you could actually get off your plate, get somebody else to do quicker and better, even if it's going to cost you a little bit of money, which will enable you to spend your queen bee time on the really big stuff, the really important stuff, the stuff that lights you up, the stuff that makes you want to get up because you're passionate about creating something new. You're passionate about your learning. You're passionate about steering your dance business. And you know that only you have this level of genius. So not only do I want you to think about planning out your day in terms of, your 10, 50 and £100 tasks, I want you to also think about who's going to do those things. And if it is you at the moment, if you've got to do all those things for the foreseeable future, that's fine. But don't put off those frogs, because all they're going to do is stop you from being your queen bee today. And with that, I would love to say, queen bees and kings, have an awesome day. Be busy, but be productive.